Friday.
Friday.
Morning.
Morning.
So, Abby woke up at 5 in the morning and decided she wanted to walk.
Yep.
So I got up and took her out. No emergency, she just wanted to sniff. Took a pee.
Yeah.
To the bathroom. And now she's like, oh, I'm really tired.
What a morning.
I love my dog, apparently.
Thanks for walking her at 5 a.m. You're the best.
All good. All good. Hope you all had a lovely sleep. You're rested up for your Friday, ready for the long weekend.
Yep.
Excuse me. As always, if there's any requests, send them through. We love getting those requests, as well as if there's anything going on. You're kind of like, I'm not sure. I have a bit of an injury. I have a question, but can I practice?
Mm-hmm.
That kind of stuff too.
Happy to answer.
Mm-hmm. Morning, I'm all.
Morning, Mom. Hi, Savannah.
Hey, good morning, Mom.
Good morning, Jonathan's mom. A very lazy dog. Very lazy.
It's a good thing you're cute. Both.
Morning, Tracy. Yeah. Up at 5 because Abby decided she needed a walk at 5 in the morning. No emergency, nothing. She just got up, bugged us in bed. Jonathan got up, get dressed, took her out for like 30 minutes.
More. Yeah. It's okay. It was
Okay.
a beautiful sunrise.
Yeah.
Very lovely sunrise.
And it's Friday, so should we get started?
Let's do it.
All right. So, welcome again. Let's find a comfortable seated position. You want to be able to feel unrestricted in your breath. So, spine nice and tall. Ideally, shoulders slightly pulled back. So, you feel just a gentle expansion across your collarbones. Chin gently tucked in just a little bit. Closing your eyes. Start to allow your breath to flow easily in and out through the nose. And little by little, work through any tension that might be lingering in the body, especially around the neck and shoulder region. See if you're unconsciously kind of clenching the jaw or holding tension in your face. And spending the next few moments just observing your breath. Again, finding a very simple focal point to help keep your awareness present. You can watch where your mind likes to wander to. If it slowly kind of creeps towards what you have to do for the rest of today or the upcoming weekend, or it's going back, kind of reviewing something that has already happened this week. Or is it slowly drifting away as you fall asleep? So just being aware of what happens internally for the next few moments without being forceful. Just each time as your mind wanders, just kind of watch where it goes for a couple of steps. And then very gently just guide it back to your breath. Notice if tension is built up in your shoulders again, or the face, maybe in the lower belly or the hips. As you continue to breathe naturally here, try to relax your belly, especially on the inhales, allowing it to freely expand. And you're welcome to just gently contract or pull the belly in each time you breathe out. The next time that you breathe in, take a deeper inhale through the nose. Gently open your mouth and sigh it out. Just continue to breathe through the nose. Each meditation technique shouldn't be overly complicated. In fact, it should be very, very simple. But usually quite difficult for our active minds to do something very, very simple. So just by focusing on the breath, watching the mind, helps us come back to present a little easier, finding our centers, center being present, not leaning too heavily into the future or the past, or getting lost in the mind. And when we start to add movement of the body, it just extends this meditation further, adding a little bit of complication to our meditation, the movement of the body, something a little more tangible for us to focus. So for the remainder of the 30 minutes while we're together, you might continue to observe your mind and notice if there's a difference when you are moving the body and how you can focus on your breath or become a little more present. It should become a little bit easier to let the future and the past go. So with that in mind, we'll start the practice with the sound of Om. Connect your palms in front of your heart. Take a deep breath in. Om. Bow your head and open your eyes with a few blinks.
Nice. Go over the legs. Come into a kneeling shape. Walk your hands back towards the knees and stack the hips on top of the knees here. You move back a little bit so you actually have space at the top of the mat. Nice. Slight tuck to the tailbone, pressing the hips forward. Don't feel like you're trying to do a really intense back bend, but just enough that you're taking the hip points past the knees forward. If you already get a stretching sensation there, just acknowledging that you have some tight hip flexors. If you don't, acknowledging that you have some open hip flexors. You add to this squeezing the shoulder blades together and feeling like your heart is trying to point up towards the ceiling. So we're not getting that movement from crunching the back, but from lifting up across the upper chest. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, pull yourself back up to upright. Lean the weight towards the left knee, left foot, and step the right foot to the top of the mat. Sink the hips forward. Nice. You can inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus with the arms. As if you were trying to point the palms and the forearms up to the ceiling, begin to open up the heart, open up the chest. Again, we're not getting this from crunching the low back to go further, but from the movement of the chest and your shoulders here. A big inhale. As you exhale, release the left hand down to the floor. Make sure you have lots of space left to right. You might even wiggle that right foot further. Flex the right ankle, turning the toes out in line with the knee, and allow the knee to come out to the side. So there's an external rotation here of the right hip. Turn your heart open to the right. Reach back with the right hand. Maybe, you don't have to, maybe engaging the left hamstring, pull the foot towards the hand, and don't grab the foot. Just try to pull the foot up the forearm. So your palm is still open. You're using a strong engagement of the hamstring to pull that foot further up the forearm. One more inhale. Exhale to release through center. Push into your right foot. Come back up. Hands to the hips. Straighten the right leg. You might have to wiggle it forward a bit, flexing the ankle. Nice. So the object isn't necessarily to come down as far as possible, but to control that movement. So we start to hinge forward with hands on the hips. You have to focus on the balance. Can't rely on hands on the floor or on blocks. Continuing to extend the spine forward as you fold towards that right leg. Breathe into it. If it feels like the right hip wants to go forward, left hip back, reverse that. Pull the extended leg hip back. So the right hip pulls back, left hip slightly forward. One more big breath. Slowly come up. Step the right foot all the way back. So we're back in that kneeling shape. And the hands to the hips, tucking the tailbone slightly. Press the hips forward. Squeeze the elbows together and lift your heart up. Nice. Without crunching into the low back, if you want to go a little further, you can walk the hands from the waist down towards the glutes or the hamstrings. Still squeezing the elbows together. Heart lifting up, hips pushing forward. One more breath. Exhale to come back up, hands on the hips, shift the weight towards the right knee, step the left foot forward to the top of the mat. Yeah, pad the knee if your knees are feeling sensitive. Thanks for showing the demo of that, Queenie. Hips shift
right
forward.
Sensitive.
Yeah. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus with the arms. So similar, same idea, but with the arms in this position, really focusing on turning the palms and the forearms up towards the sky. Externally rotating the shoulders, getting across that tightness you might feel in the chest and shoulders, not the low back crunching here. One more inhale. Exhale to release the right hand down to the right side of the mat. Left foot wiggles to the left edge. Flex the ankle. Turn the toes out in line with the knee. And allow external rotation there, the leg falling out to the side. Right shoulder stays strong. Turn your heart open to the left. You can reach back with the left hand. Engage the right hamstring if you wish. And pull the foot towards the hand, but don't grab the hand. Don't grab the hand. Don't grab the foot. Instead, you're just trying to almost slide the pinky toe of the right foot up that left forearm. One more big inhale. Exhale to release through center. You can push into the left foot, come up, hands to the hips, and work the left leg straighter. Don't feel like you have to lock the knee here. There might be a little bend to the knee, especially if you lock the knee and you feel the back of the knee receive a stretch. We don't want that. Keep a little bend. Start to hinge forward over the left leg. Finding the left hamstrings. Do your best to pull the right hip forward and left hip back. So you're really tugging that left thigh bone into the socket. If you don't have a cushion to pad the knee, but you do need to pad the knee, and you have a yoga mat, you can double fold or triple fold the mat, and it feels a lot nicer if you have sensitive knees. One last breath. Slowly come all the way up. Weight shifts towards the right knee. Step the left foot back. Whew. We're in that kneeling shape, the back of the mat. Tuck your toes. Hands can be on the floor. Walk the hands back towards the feet. Find a standing forward fold at the back of your mat. Hang the head, catch opposite elbows, dangle over the thighs. You can even gently sway here to the left and to the right. Just feeling where you're holding some tension there in posterior chain and backside body. Releasing the elbows. Inhale, roll all the way up to stand. Head comes up last, Tadasana, mountain pose. Sweep the arms back behind you, interlace the fingers behind the back. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Push the hips forward. There's that little tuck to the tailbone. Again, it's not crunching the low back. We're lengthening front side. Pull yourself back up. Keep the arms hinged at the hips. Fold forward over the legs. And as you fold forward, drive the fist up and forward. Maybe even starting to reach it down. Next time you exhale, release the hands. Inhale, walk the hands to the top of the mat. Downward facing dog. Press the heels down as you lift the sit bones up. It's the same action of hugging the thigh bones into the socket here. Belly button draws up and in. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, bend the knees. Step to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Inhale. And exhale to fold. Root down into the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach for the ceiling. Exhale, hinge and fold over the legs. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, place the fingertips. Step the left foot to the back of the mat. Lower the knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sink the hips forward. Catch the left wrist with the right hand. Pull the arm up. Squeeze right side body lengthen the left side bend. Come back up through center. And reach that left hand back down to the floor. Wiggling the right foot to the right edge of the mat. Flex the ankle. Turn the toes out of line with the knee. And allow the leg to come out to the side. This time when you reach back, if you wish, you can catch the foot with the right hand. Either pull the heel towards your bum, accessing more stretch into the quadricep and hip, or kick the foot into your hand, feel the shoulder and the heart get pulled open. If you can't grab the foot, I still like you. Don't worry about it. One more big inhale. Exhale to release through center. Fingertips to the floor, either side of that right foot. You might wiggle it forward a touch. Shift the hips back, half splits with the hands on the floor. And you can play with what you feel in the hamstrings by looking at that right big toe and either turning it out to the side slightly, a bit of external rotation, or turning it in slightly, a very subtle bit of internal rotation. Anywhere along that line. So when we talk about our hamstrings, right, there's more than one muscle group that we're actually stretching. It's a lateral, it's the outer edge, and a medial, the inner edge. Where do you hold tension? One more big breath. Now as you sigh out that breath, you can bend back into the right knee, plant the palms, step back, high plank. In your high plank, push the floor away, feeling the shoulder blades separate, the belly draw up and in, really strong core. You can use your next exhale to lower as slowly as you can, all the way to your belly. Pressing into the tops of the feet. Inhale, peel up chest and chin, baby cobra, or towards full cobra. Depends on how much space you have this morning. Exhale, lower all the way down. Press yourself up to tabletop, palms out of the shoulders, knees under the hips. And then shifting the weight towards the left hand. Inhale, reach the right arm up and open. Exhale, reach right arm underneath the left, tap the shoulder to the floor. Inhale to reach up and open. Exhale to reach underneath. One more time. Inhale, reach up and open. Exhale to reach underneath. You can pause there. Hips are stacked over the knees, so wiggle forward if you need to. Left hand can leave the floor and either push into the low back or reach all the way around the low back to find the right inner thigh. Use that traction to twist. Looking up and over the left shoulder. One more big breath. Carefully release. Hand comes down to the mat. Push. Come back to tabletop. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips up and back. Find your downward facing dog. In that downward facing dog, remember the heels are pushing down even as you try to lift the sit bones up. So if the heels don't touch the floor, there's still that sensation of pressing the heels away from your sit bones. It's okay if they don't touch the floor. Part of that is going to be your ankle mobility. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees. Step lightly to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale to fold. And root down to the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Grow tall. Exhale, hinge and fold carefully over the legs. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Step the right foot back. Lower the right knee down. Inhale to sweep the arms up. Catch the right wrist, the left hand. Pull that arm up. Squeeze left side body and lengthen the right. So get that nice stretch into the right lateral line as well as the front of the right hip. Pull back up, inhale. Exhale, release right hand down to the floor. Wiggle the left foot wide, flex the ankle, turn the toes out. Allow the knees to drop out to the side. You can reach back with the left hand, engage the right hamstring. This time, if you can, catch the foot. Two options, either pulling the heel towards your bum, you're going to get more into the quad and hip. Kick the foot into your hand, more heart and shoulder. Last couple breaths. Slowly release through center, frame that left foot. Maybe wiggle it forward a touch, shift the hips back so the right hip stacks on top of the right knee. Half splits. Ardha Hanumanasana. In your Ardha Hanuman, looking at the left big toe and deciding maybe the toe can turn out slightly, accessing that lateral line of the hamstring. You can also turn it in slightly, accessing the medial line or the inner edge. We're all going to be a little bit unique for where we hold tension in the hamstrings. One last big breath. Slowly release the sole of the left foot to the floor. Plant the palm, step back, high plank, push the floor away, separate your shoulder blades. Draw the belly up and in. Lower carefully down to your belly. Press into the tops of the feet. Inhale, peel up chest and chin, baby cobra, or towards full cobra. If you're straightening the arms, remember, hug the elbows in. Keep the shoulders drawing back and down, long neck. Exhale brings you all the way back down to the floor. Press to tabletop. In that tabletop, shift the weight towards the right hand. Inhale, left arm reaches up and open. Exhale, left arm underneath the right. Inhale, reach up and open. Exhale, left arm underneath the right. One more time, inhale, reach up and open. Exhale, left arm underneath the right. You can pause here, hips over the knees. Right hand can leave the floor. Either push gently into your low back and sacrum, or reach all the way around to the left inner thigh. Use that traction to look up past the right shoulder. Breathe here. One more inhale. And as you sigh out the breath, come back. Inhale back to tabletop. You can exhale, tuck and round the spine. Inhale, lift and arch. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, lift and arch. One more time. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, lift and arch. Come back to neutral. Walk your hands towards your knees and come up into that kneeling shape again, setting up for your camel. Now, you don't have to do the full expression of camel. Same idea as we did before. Hands can be on the hips, pushing the hips forward, so like tuck to the tailbone. Elbows squeeze together and heart lifts up. That might be your variation of camel. The hands can also walk down towards the hamstrings. Still your variation of camel, pushing the hips forward. Protect the neck. Maybe the hands reach towards the heels or the ankles. And once you get there, it's actually not an opportunity to relax. That means you have to work harder. So you grip the ankles or grip the heels and try to lift up against that resistance. So even though we're lengthening front side body, we're also trying to stay strong in that shape. Breathe across the heart, across your shoulders. You've got one more inhale in your camel. Pull yourself all the way back up. Really nice. Toes are tucked, knees together, feet together. Sit towards your heels. Pause for a moment here, stretching the soles of the feet. Just noticing what might start to shift and change, even with some simple movements. Like Queenie was mentioning earlier, just recognizing how present you are through the movements, with your breath, with your state of mind. You can take one more inhale in this toe stretch. And as you exhale, shift forward, palms to the floor, straighten one leg at a time, wiggling out the toes. Nicely done. Come all the way down, lie down, turning around to lie flat on your back. Now something to pay attention to here is as you lie down flat on your back, if you're getting sore sensation in your spine, maybe overdoing it with some of the back bending. If you need to, you can always keep the knees bent for a little while. Knees together, feet a bit wider. Allow the spine and the hips, the sacrum to neutralize. If you do feel okay, we're going to move into our last couple shapes. Take an inhale. As you exhale, hug that right knee in towards your chest, interlace the fingers, pull the thigh close. See if you can get that right knee more towards the right armpit. Keeping the left hand on the right shin, reach the right arm out to the side. Turn the gaze to the right hand and use the left hand, guide the right leg across the body into a spinal twist. Don't feel like you have to go very far. One more inhale on this side. Slowly come back through center. Straighten the right leg, take an inhale. As you exhale, hug the left knee in towards your chest, interlace the fingers over the shin, pull the knee more towards the left armpits. You can release the left hand, reach it out to the side. You look towards the left hand, then use the right hand, guide the left knee across the body into a spinal twist. Don't worry how far down you're going. Last big breath. Carefully come back through center. This time we'll hug both knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Rock to the left and to the right, massaging the muscles running up and down the spine. For Happy Baby, few options. You can do Happy Baby Prep. You can hold the shins just below the knees. Let the knees go wide as if you're trying to take both knees to your armpits. The next step is maybe to hold the ankles, flexing the feet, turn the feet up towards the ceiling, pulling the knees still down towards the armpits. Spine stays long, don't let the low back lift up. Or you're holding the outer edge, the pinky edge of the feet, maybe the heels. Happy Baby. Remember, a happy baby isn't grimacing in pain or discomfort, so if you're having to really force this shape, you are an unhappy baby. Still got it. One more big breath. As you sigh the breath, release the feet. Lie flat. If you feel like there's something missing from your practice, you must do that pose for this to feel complete. You are welcome to add your extra shape. Otherwise, you're softening the body into your Shavasana, even if it's a short one. As little effort as possible, only ease. Stay in that place as long as you need to. Those of us who are coming back, come back to your awareness. Notice where it moves to, whether it's a specific point in your physical body, to your breath, to your mental state. As breath reconnects you to the body, move your fingers, move your toes, turn your head side to side. Inhale to find a bit of a stretch. And exhale to soften. Either roll to one side or hugging the knees in, rock up into a seated position. You can sit cross-legged or kneeling. And whether you're here just for Shavasana or for the entire practice, I invite you to join us in closing, sitting nice and tall. Eyes closed. Draw the shoulders up, back, and down. As you follow your breath here, just acknowledging those little subtle shifts. Remembering that this is an awareness practice. All the fitness side effects, just a bonus. Let's take an inhale through the nose, fill all the way up, taking up space. Open your mouth, sigh out that breath. Connect your palms in prayer, heart center, thumbs rest into the sternum. Ending our time together to the sound of a single Om. Inhale. Bow your heads. Thanks for being here to share this energy. Please take some with you off your mat. Share with everyone that you love. Namaste.
Namaste.
Much love to you all. Thanks for being here. We appreciate your support and your energy for joining us
Virtually.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah. We will be here on Monday as well, so even though it's a long weekend, if you have the habit of waking up early anyways, join us. Otherwise, it will be here kind of on our IGTV just like normal. Thank you so much. Thanks, Allison. Thank you, Marks.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it,
Mom.
everyone.
Hi, Cassie. Sorry, you're here for Shavasana comment earlier.
This will be up for at least a week, so you're always welcome to check back in if you joined in midway. Any point in the next 7 days, it'll still be here. You can check it out.
Thanks, Sue. Thank you,
Enjoy the
Kim.
cottage, Kim. Enjoy.
Yeah. Thanks, Savannah, Sharon. Thank you. Everyone have a great long weekend. Yeah.
And good luck to all the studios that are reopening.
Yeah.
Fantastic for them. We're really happy for them. Be safe to everyone that is going in to practice. And stay tuned. We'll let you know when you'll be able to catch us at some of the studios.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Happy Friday.